Hello everyone, today we are back with a special video. I'll reveal the top 10 reasons of bow legs. It is also called as Genu Varum. And today we are going to dive deep into scientific concepts which every physiotherapist should know. So watch till the end. Let's get started. So the first reason is medial knee overload from everyday mechanics. In normal scenario, the ground reaction forces and the compressive forces on knee are divided on both medial and lateral sides. Therefore, knee is not damaged and stability is achieved. But in some individuals, due to some muscular imbalances, the whole GRF and compressive forces is increased on the medial side, and therefore medial knee gets overload, resulting in bow legs deformity with time. The second reason is the meniscus degeneration or removal. In normal scenario, the load distribution on meniscus is equal on both sides. Damage or loss of the medial meniscus, even from old sports injuries or surgery, lets your joint space collapse on the inside, tilting your leg into varus. The third reason is medial compartment osteoarthritis. Cartilage loss on the inner knee is a major culprit. As the joint height shrinks, the whole leg starts leaning inward, creating the classic bow shape. This is most commonly seen in people over 50 years of age. Fourth reason is the muscle imbalances. Weak hip internal rotators, weak hip abductors, weak quadriceps, tight adductors, and hamstrings are some common muscular imbalances that leads to Genu Varum or bow legs. This is very important for a physio to understand because when we will come to the treatment of it, these muscles will be addressed. Fifth important reason is the ligament shear forces. With time or with repeated strain on ligaments, a time comes when they slowly stretch under pressure. Years of extramedial loading lengthens the inner ligament, tightening the outer side, locking in the bow. Therefore, in every such patient, we perform the special test for checking the integrity of these ligaments. So this is also a reason for developing bow legs. Sixth reason is the bone remodeling. Bone adapts to stress. More load on the medial side builds denser bone and osteophytes, physically narrowing the joint. And this results in medial shift of the tibial plateau, which leads to varus deformity or bow legs. Seventh reason is the foot and ankle factors. When there is change in the talocrural joint mechanics, the medial joint loading increases. This is also called the supinated foot, which further contributes to developing bow legs and knee osteoarthritis. Therefore, it is important to note here that the supinated foot impression is seen in the footwear and should be assessed in all knee pain patients. Eighth reason is the habitual loading patterns. Occupational habits like kneeling, squatting, or sitting cross-legged can load the inside of the knee unevenly for years. Gait abnormalities will also lead to this habitual loading pattern, and therefore, every knee pain patient's walking pattern should be assessed in order to successfully treat. Ninth reason is the weight gain in midlife. Extra weight doesn't just strain your knees, it magnifies the medial load from every direction, speeding up cartilage wear and varus drift. Bow legs is very commonly seen in obesity patients. And the final 10th reason is undetected microtrauma in the knee joint. This can be even forgotten injuries, like an old meniscus tear, cartilage defect, jumper's knee, or patellar tendonitis. These all factors can start the process of bowing legs quietly in the background. So keep in mind these 10 scientific reasons that contribute to 90% of knee problems. If in your treatment you can improve these 10 factors, you will get significant results in your patients. In our next video, we will cover the full treatment protocol for these. Thanks for watching.